We begin with breaking news out of Washington. The Supreme Court has overturned the landmark abortion ruling, Roe v. Wade. A mark of memory, a historical marker for community activist and education advocate Susie Gibson was unveiled in Bedford today. Curbing gun violence in the Star City. Roanoke City community organizations partnered with law enforcement today for a firearm trade-in event. Yeah, Mark and Danner, well, it's taken a toll on the price of pretty much everything, especially here at the grocery store. And because of these record rates, folks are making some changes. Take a look behind me. You can see cars are using these two lanes right now to get down Lakeside Drive. But in just a few weeks, this bridge right here is going to open up, and that's where all of the traffic will move to. Now to the historic Supreme Court decision on abortion. The High Court sending the issue back to the states. The information focusing on how the school went into lockdown. A teacher issued an alert through a cell phone app. Pfizer says its newly tweaked COVID-19 vaccine is better at targeting the Omicron variant. President Biden is in Poland this weekend meeting with Ukrainian refugees before addressing a crowd of nearly 1,000 people. Well, Governor Youngkin says he's been working since day one to cut the cost of living for you and build a better Virginia. But with the rapid decline in oil prices, many are wondering why these prices aren't dropping as quickly. Senators I talked with say there hasn't been a lot of discussion about that budget since last session ended, so they're a little worried about that timeline.
Story you only saw on ABC 13, a local landlord battling for months to get his money through a rent relief program.
ABC 13's Kelsey Childress joins us live in Lynchburg. And Kelsey, after your story last week, he's one step closer to getting the help that he needs.
Yeah, Mark and Danner, Ben Quintana tells me his nearly 5-month spell of silence from the Virginia Department of Housing was finally broken. He got the help and hopefully the money he's been looking for.
But as it stands right now, I still don't have any money. All I got is a promise.
Ben Quintana owns 2 rental properties in Danville. He and his tenants applied for the Virginia Gov2Go rent relief program in December. His tenants' information and documents successfully uploaded, but his did not. So he says he was out the $40,000 he should have gotten from the relief program. He reached out to program directors for help, but over the last 5 months says he never got it. That's when he turned to ABC 13 News days before the May 15th deadline for the program. After my story aired on Friday, he finally got some answers.
160 Oakcrest Road was approved, and they'll be sending a check soon. The 180 Oakcrest Road is not approved as of yet, but she anticipated being approved today.
You've been pushing them for months, so why now?
That's an excellent question.
And that's a question I tried to get answered. I called and emailed Caroline Stokes with the Virginia Rent Relief Program, asking her why it took 5 months for Quintana to get the help he needed. She was not available for an interview, but responded asking for my questions. I sent them to her with a deadline of 4 o'clock for a response. I never heard anything from her.
I have no idea how much money I'm getting, if any. But the fact that I've got a promise, that's a step in the right direction is all I can say.
I'm still keeping in touch with Quintana just to see when exactly that check officially lands in his hands. You can count on ABC 13 News to give you the latest updates on this story, both on air and online. Live in Lynchburg tonight, Kelsey Childress, ABC 13 News.
It was like you were up against a wall and it was nothing. I didn't know what to do.
Dolores Rokes has been fighting for her Social Security money since January after her husband died. She qualifies for a $255 widow's benefit and a monthly increase in her Social Security.
I'd have to go into my savings to make ends meet. Of course, this is not a big amount coming in each month, but $90 will help.
Rokes reached out on January 10th to let Social Security know about the changes via this email. From this document she gave me, you can see Rokes had a phone call appointment on February 14th where they told her to file her paperwork at the local office. She filed that on March 1st.
Well, I kept waiting and waiting to hear something and never did, never got anything in the mail.
That's when she started to call the Social Security office. On April 26th, she finally got a hold of someone.
She would push it through, and she would process it that day, and I'd get something in 5 days. Well, I never heard anything. I would go online to try to check this progress. No results.
So she reached out to ABC 13 for help. I emailed the Social Security Administration asking about Rokes' benefits. Only half an hour after I reached out, Rokes got some answers.
After you sent the email in, then I get a phone call. She finally found where everything was processed this past Friday.
5 months still that it took to process this. Did she give any information as to why did it take that long?
No, she didn't. She just apologized, and that was about it.
So I called SSA trying to get more answers. Do you know why it took that long to get her paperwork through?
No, unfortunately, I'm not able to answer any questions about anybody's specific account. And as for, yeah, I don't have an answer for that.
Roque should now receive a $255 widow benefit along with 6 payments of $90, so she will get a total of almost $800. Back to you.